All right, you're in.
Hey everyone, it's Lisa, live from Primitive Gatherings, and it's crazy here right now. I have two people in here as little guests. You want to pan around and see who's visiting from Utah and Arizona? Joyce, Dudney, staying at the retreat house, and then her BFF Louise from Arizona. So they want to see how this works. Well, now they know how thrown together it is at the last moment. All right, so jump on, say hello, say where you're from. We have some prizes today. I have extra special prizes today. So I'll show you the normal prizes and then I'll show you the extra prizes. So we have one of these 6x10 half of a layer cake or more than half of a layer cake from Primitive Gatherings. This is Farmhouse Flannels. And then we also have Wool and Needle Flannels 4 as a charm pack. But as of October 1st, I could announce my next fabric line that's coming out. But I'm, as usual, a little behind. And we don't have it up on the website, but just a little peek into a fabric line that's coming out, I think, in March. So Garden Gatherings is here. These are the Fat Quarter Towers. So Garden Gatherings shirtings. And these shirtings are purple, blue, green, cheddar, pink, and red. And then, of course, you can see the rainbow of the darks. And then these have like a tan with this tower. So these are creams. And then these are tans with tone-on tones of all the prints. So those are the two bundles that are coming out 22 in March. So what do I have for you? 2 charm packs, one of each. And these don't exist in the world yet, only here at Primitive Gatherings and at Modaland. So this is something you cannot buy yet, but you can win it during our live. So we're super excited about that. Our tutorial today is on block 19 and it'll be super, super simple. You are going to love this block. Matter of fact, it was so simple, I asked Nick if he wanted to make it on camera and he turned me down flat. So I said, hey, you're always talking about you want to be in the video. Come on, why don't you just make this block for us today? And he said, no. Go figure, right? But it is a super easy block. So Kaylee, we have, Kaylee's coughing right now. That's okay. Let's just take a moment. Let's all cough. Or take a drink. Kaylee, do you need a drink? Go grab a drink. We're okay, right? We have time. All right, and I'm in the charm packs. I'm going to include this special new sticker from Moda in each one of those charm packs that we give out today. So something else you can't get anywhere. All right, so our camera lady is getting her cough under control. So I'll just talk a little bit more about Hogs for Heroes right now. Our total is $31,157. How cool is that? And just I'll go through the donations. So Debbie, for her daddy, is who she's honoring with $20. Marty, $25 for her hubby. Kyla from Milton, Wisconsin, $20. This amazing group of quilters sold a quilt to benefit 2 American charities and chose Hogs for Heroes as one of their charities. Thank you very much. Ruby Quilters, that was you. You donated $455. How sweet is that? So together they raffled off one of their quilts. Joyce, what are you doing over there? So they raffled off one of their quilts and they got $455 for it and they donated that to our cause. That is super special, Ruby Quilters. And I have a letter for you from the Hogs for Heroes lady, which is Audra. And Audra sent this letter for you guys, if I can find it, right here. Holy cow. This is Audra. Holy cow. We're from Wisconsin. Holy cow. Get out of here.
Did I hear something?
Are you gonna piece?
Are
you gonna piece the block today?
No.
Oh, get away! Get away!
My hands are sore today.
Oh yeah.
Too much stitching.
Too much stitching, huh? Okay.
Wrong word, but.
All right. Go away now.
You want me to go now?
Unless you want to read this.
Hi everybody. I'll read it.
All right.
I can't even see it. See ya.
Okay, holy cow, that's outstanding. Thank you, Ruby Quilters, for supporting our injured veterans so generously. And to all of you who are working on this beautiful charitable quilt, that's you guys. Whether you're starting late in the game or ready to wrap it up, we thank you for supporting Lisa's stunning effort to care for others and greatly appreciate you supporting her charitable effort by sharing with us. Know that your gift, every single penny of it, will absolutely change the life of a struggling, yeah, that's right, I thought I missed something, a struggling veteran by gifting them peace-filled, healing miles and the supportive brotherhood of riders. We can't wait for that spectacular ending of this amazing ride. So, thank you, Audra, for that wonderful letter. Carrie informed her of the cool donation we got from Ruby Quilters. So we so appreciate that. And I almost stopped. I still have some more to read. Okay, so back up here. Okay, so Ruby Quilters, and then Kimberly from Auburn, Illinois, $50 in honor of those who've served our country. Terry Ann from Germantown, Maryland, $50. Tanya from Grand Island, Nebraska, $8. Thank you for this sew along. And thank you for giving back to those who were willing to give all. God bless America, and a memory of my grandfather, Carl H. Lanning, U.S. Seaman. That is from Kanalai Enterprises, $35. Thank you so much, Lisa and team. Another great block. That is from Anna's Electric Handmaids, $25. And then Lynn from Houston, Texas, $50. From a wife of a disabled veteran. God bless you for all you do, making your quilt go toward my own dream of getting a hog with a sidecar so he can ride. Awesome, Lynn. And then Hazel from Florida, $50. Thank you so much. And I might have screwed that up because these lines are hard to read, but hopefully I got it right on the blog when I posted them. If I read the wrong line for your donation, I apologize, but the lettering is about this big and the spacing isn't good. So how many people we got joining us today?
We have about over 100.
Over 100. Perfect. Good. And I know not all of you can do it as we do this during the day, and some of you have to go to work. But, okay, are we ready to stitch block 19? You got anything, girls? No? Is it prize time? Yes, it's prize time, Nick. All right. Do we have the name of the first prize winner? Hang on 1 minute. We'll work on it. So the first prize is going to be the Wool and Needle Flannel 5. So Kaylee will get that name and we will get that out to you. So keep on jumping in. All right, block 19. What are we going to need for block 19? Super simple block, like I said. So here we go. We have 5 squares that are 1 7/8. Now, some of us, like me, want to piece this as one piece instead of 5 different ones. So if you want to do that, I quickly figured out the measurement, but I'm not guaranteeing it's right. 1 7/8 by 4 5/8 is the measurement for this piece if you want to eliminate the 3 squares. So you need 2 1 7/8 and then 1 1 7/8 by 4 5/8, which is 0.625 on my calculator. So hopefully I got that right. Okay, and then you need 1 triangle, 1 square, 3 3/4 cut in half twice diagonally. That's your settings. So remember, settings triangles are always cut twice. So the straight of grain is on the edge here. And then 2 2.5-inch squares cut once on the diagonal for your corners. Now that's so this right here is straight of grain and not biased like that. Okay, we gotta shut my phone off, Mom.
We do have a winner.
Okay, who is our first winner?
Lisa Clark.
Lisa Clark, you win. Who's putting the names on? Joyce? You put name on there. Lisa Clark. That's your charm pack, Lisa. And a sticker. I got to remember to put the stickers in since I promised that. And then our 2 4.5 and 2 5 3/4-inch sashings. So that's all we need for this block. Piece of cake, right? So let's get started. I did not use the measurement I just gave you because I just figured that out. So I'm just going to do the the triangles on both of the single squares first. Let's just set it up right here. That one, and then these two this way, so I get it right. And then these go together, so we'll do those first. So line up those center squares or your rectangle. Triangle to square here. And remember, these settings triangles and corner triangles are oversized. They will be trimming our block down to 4.5. All right, add another square onto this one. I'm going to press these to the dark, so I'm just going to finger press it over there for now. Add the second triangle. Second triangle on the second one. And I'm going to press these seams open. I should measure this to see if my measurement was right. Right? I'm going to do that. I'm curious. Yep, perfect. So 5/8, 4 5/8 is right. All right. So going over to the iron, pressing toward the dark triangle. Did you see that wire I almost got there? I know, it's like an obstacle course here. But pretty soon we'll be in our studio. Pretty soon. We keep saying that, right? Okay. So now we're just going to figure out what's next on the directions. I always got to read the directions. Okay, I can just sew these together. So I'm going to line these up. Well, they, listen to me, me, put the triangles on. So let's do it as like the directions say. So now what I'm doing here is this good here, Kaylee? All right, so I'm just centering this triangle on this edge of the square. And then I'm doing that for the next one as well. And you could pinch and pinch to make sure you're in the exact center, but I don't always do that.
Everyone's wondering if you're going to do another solo.
You bet. We're always going to do another one. There'll always be one in the works.
We do have another one.
Okay. Second winner of, hang on. The double charm pack is
Denise Christie Everett.
All right, Denise Christie Everett, this is yours. Make sure that you, winners, send your address to store@primitivegatherings.us. Did I get that right? Perfect. I'm getting better. Pressing these out. I'm going to sew those on. I'm not watching the directions. Imagine that. I'm going to pin these though. Lining up those seams. They don't quite nest because I pressed the center ones open. pins out. I'll do this over here so they can see. So I'm lining up that there. Like my orange nail polish. I'd never had orange nail polish before. I did it for fall. I don't know. You did it too. Awesome. You can talk, you know.
Fine. It's not like the end of the movie.
Nick said you couldn't talk?
Oh no, I don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about Nick.
Yeah, actually got this orange.
What color did it look?
They look like a maroon.
Oh, really? So our lighting isn't that good? It doesn't show true color? Is that what you're saying?
I hope not.
Oh. Well, that's a bummer. They are orange. They're like, guess what color they are? They are 0513 orange of Valdani. That'd be a Valdani thread color. If those of you who stitch with Pro Cotton know exactly what I'm talking about. So I have a lot of fun stuff coming up. So make sure you're on social media. You find out all the cool things I'm stitching. Stitching, stitching, stitching. All right, lining this other corner one up. I'm just going to bring this one over for when I'm ready. And like I said, I choose not to trim off my dog ears sometimes, but you can do that. Don't think you have to do what I do.
So a lot of people are saying that they just ordered their magic pins and they're excited for them. And now we have, I think, a newbie who's wondering about the magic pins.
Oh, magic pins. Okay. Yes. So you said people are loving their magic pins?
Yeah, they ordered them and they're coming in. And
okay, so that's a great question. Yeah, and if you do have any other questions, just please, we welcome you to ask them. Okay, so let's go over here. All right, I'm going to press this out. I'll press that out first. All right, so that's ready to trim. But what we're talking about is, so these magic pins, and those of you who know me know I'm not a big gadget person, so it has to be really life-altering for me to use these. So I love the handles. I love it, especially when I'm putting borders on a quilt, because I pin this way. So when I pin so I can still sew across and not hit the pin. I know a lot of people pin this way, and that's fine and dandy, but I never learned to pin that way. I pin this way because I'm too lazy to take out those pins and slow down. So I want to sew quickly, and I don't want to remove those pins. So that's how I pin. But when you're putting borders on, especially, and these come in all different sizes too. So these are the really long ones, but I prefer any of them for quilting. The fine ones, especially, I don't do some of the bigger, chubbier ones, but I love the fine ones, and it doesn't matter if they're short or long. I love them all. But when you're pulling out those pins, just to have that to grab onto is so much easier, especially as you get older and your hands aren't working as efficiently as they should or on demand like they should. Because I stitch a lot now, and I'm starting to notice a little bit of that. So these little handles really help. I am getting old. It's my birthday this month. So, and if you iron over the top of it, they don't melt either. So they're iron safe as well. So they are a good purchase, and you will love them once you get them. All right, so now we're ready to trim up our block here, and we're going to 4.5. Are we good, Kaylee? Yep. All right, so what's half of 4.5 is 2 1/4. So I'm going to put 2 1/4 right on this diagonal of that center square. So I'm going to line that up. And then I always double check to make sure I have at least 1/4 inch on the side there. Turn. Now I go to 4.5 on this side. So I'm lining up 4.5 on that freshly cut side. And again, glancing to make sure. And I know I have more over than 1/4 inch because this kind of floats in this block in the navy. Again, back to 2 1/4 And I'm this time I'm making sure that that lines up as well. Flip over one more time, go to 4.5 on the left-hand side, and then hold tight, trim, and then there is our perfect trimmed block. And now the side sashings are going to go on.
Are you ready for another winner?
Okay.
Chris
All right.
Haney.
Who?
Chris Haney. What does she get?
Chris Haney gets the dark pack of garden gatherings that nobody has but me and you, Chris. Me and you and Moda. That's it. I hope you enjoy that one. All right. Nicely trimmed up. I trimmed up 4.5. Zip on those side strips. And I cut mine so the stripes go short instead of long. But again, either way, you can do that. Quick press away from the block. Do we have any other questions?
Not yet.
Not yet. This is a quick block, quick video. No half square triangles. You're either going to love that or I know some of you really got them nailed down though and are unafraid. Probably should have pinned this, but all right, pressing again out. So I had a customer come in and she was a little distraught that this didn't meet up perfectly on, and it wasn't this block, but it was on one of her other blocks, and she was distressed that that didn't come out. And sometimes we do that on purpose. So it's okay to that not be matching perfectly, that's the float that we're talking about. And I like the float. I love how it floats in there and you have a little extra room. So sometimes we do that on purpose. Okay, now it's time for stripes. Short stripes, long stripes. Okay, looks good. I need to trim this one up here before that goes on because I'm a little behind on my stripe sewing. You see here, I got a bunch of them there that I'm sewing on. And so hopefully I'll be caught up pretty soon because we're almost done. But I hope you enjoyed this sew along so far. Joyce, you brought yours to stitch on, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I always gonna do it.
Okay, so I'm pinning this one. And these stripes are a little smaller than my block, so I'm just going to pin them so they match. And then the blue has the little bit of a gap, so that goes down near the feed dogs so that it'll suck that up and it'll fit perfectly. See how easy those pins are to grab? All right, so we're going to press this away. And we're going to line up the bottom stripes. And y'all know by now, after the 19th one, that this gets trimmed down. So just stitch it on. All right, so pressing stick. Did you all got yourself a pressing stick? Okay, that's a great idea. So if you leave your house and go to retreats, take a marker and write your name on the back of your stick, just so it doesn't go anywhere. Or you forget it, people know who it belongs to, because I can't live without that now. All right, we're all stitched. Time to go to 12 and a half. So my block is set, so I'm going to put that right up on the edge and trim the bottom stripes away. And then that edge there. Block 19 might be the fastest one I ever did. All right, do we have one more prize to give away?
Yep.
Okay, who is the last lucky winner of the Shirtings charm pack?
Beverly Hickey.
Beverly, this is yours. Please send us your address to store@primitivegatherings.us and we will get this in the mail to you. So last week is our next block week, and then we have some finishing. So I don't quite know how we're going to do that, but hang around and we will tell you. I'm sure next week might have a plan for finishing and that sort of things. But any other questions before we wrap it up today? Anything from you two? From the peanut gallery? No. No. We all good? Yeah, we're gonna go hang out at the retreat house. I'm like this close to finishing my front porch, so watch for that on Stitch with Lisa Bongean's Facebook group. We have a lot of fun there, and we'll be posting there as much as possible. And then make sure you subscribe to the blog. Go there in about 15 minutes. We'll have this block ready for you to print. We just got to take a couple pictures of our finished block, and then we'll be ready to go. So, all right now, have a good day and see you next week.